it's Bella. Welcome to Beauty on a Budget and part 2 of my questions. Thank you again for asking me, guys, and it's meant so much to me that you've taken the time to do that. So let's get on to the second part now. Jeannie. Hello, Jeannie, and thank you for sending me a question. Do you have any other hobbies apart from YouTube? YouTube has become a huge part of my life, Jeannie, an absolute huge part of my life. But YouTube is revolved around my hobbies, which has always been beauty and taking care of yourself, and that's my interest. That's my main interest. I used to do a lot of crochet. I used to do a lot of cross stitch. Now I can't do that so much because the arthritis in the hands, but I can do a little bit, but I can't do what I used to do. But I was really grateful that they stayed strong enough that I could crochet all my grandbabies' shawls. So I got to, and my youngest one is just 4, but I held onto my hands strong enough that I did all their shawls, and my daughter keeps them, both my daughters keep them, so I'm really happy that I could do that. But it was sort of crocheting and needlecraft, and I love telly. I love watching the TV. That I don't get so much time now because I'm a YouTube fanatic. I love YouTube. I love it. I love everything about it. I love following my other content creators, and you know, I just love it all together. So yeah, I would say, and keeping my house. I love keeping my house, my family, my babies. I love, my world revolves around them and YouTube. So yeah, that's my hobbies. Thank you, Jeannie. Linda Birchall, can you tell us about your diet regime yet? Yes, Linda, I can. Thank you for the question, my darling. This video will be going up on Friday, I think. So last week I would have published my lifestyle and diet update. If you didn't see that, Linda, I will link the video below so that you can watch that, because that video tells you all about my diet and my lifestyle, okay? So thank you for the question. Thank you for your interest, my love. Thank you. Hello, my darling Scotsman's wife. You know I love you to bits. She has supported me every video I make. She takes time to write such lovely comments and such long comments, and she just, I thank you. I love you to bits. Thank you for your support, for always being there for me. You will never know how much I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And your question, my darling, was, what was your favourite subject at school? Lunchtime. My favourite subject at school, I can't really remember when I was very small, because it was just, you know, the basic reading, writing, arithmetic. I wasn't bad at any of them. I wasn't good at any of them. I was just sort of mediocre. But when I got into older school, I liked commerce, I liked social studies, I liked anything to do with people and the planet and learning things like that. So it was really into older school that I really got into those sort of subjects, and, you know, enjoyed them very much. I did enjoy that very much. So that was my favourite at school. But junior school, I was kind of mediocre at everything, really. Sherby, hello Cher, my darling. Thank you for all your support, Cher. You've been there with me for a long, long time, and thank you so much for that. And thank you always for supporting me, for the lovely comments you give me, and you're very special. Thank you, Cher. And her question is, what's your favourite season and why? I think autumn. I think I like autumn. I like spring. I think spring is lovely. It's all the hopes for things to come and all the buds coming out and the little animals. And I love that. I love spring. Summer is sometimes too hot for me, even in the UK. Although at the moment we're still waiting for summer, and it's, you know, July. But, and winter, I don't mind winter. Probably winter is my second favourite. I love that cosy feeling of being indoors and cozying up and being warm. But I think my favourite is autumn, which I think my American friends call fall. I think it's my favourite because it's still warm enough and you can still go out and you're still not cold, but it's still those, I love walking on crunchy leaves and I love the smell of autumn as well. I love being in the parks at autumn and I just love the smell of it. So I think autumn is my favourite. Thank you, Cher. Marta Laura Zoris, she has the most fantastic Zanus. I can never say her name. I think it's Zayas. Marta Laura Zayas has the most fantastic channel. She is completely zany. I absolutely love her. She's a total one-off. God threw the mould away when he made Marta. I love her to bits. And thank you, Marta, for your question. Have you ever had short hair? I thought that was a really good question. Have you ever had short hair? I think the last time I had short hair would have been about 12. I've been growing my hair. I grew my hair from when I was about 12 and I've never had short hair since then. What you call short hair. I've had it to here, probably to there, and I've had it that I can practically sit on it. But I've never had short hair since I was about 12. I just like long hair on me. I think short hair looks great on other people. And sometimes I look at short hair and think, oh, you know, that looks so nice. I could do that. You know, but I always chicken out and I stuck to my long hair for many, many years. Thanks, Marta. Gina D. Thank you for your question, Gina. You asked, sweetheart, where did I grow up? I grew up in the East End of London. It was a lovely, lovely place. I'm a true Cockney. To be a true Cockney, you have to be born within the sound of Bow Bells, which is a church that's in the East End of London. And if you can hear the sound of that from the place you live, then you are a true Cockney. And I was, so I am a true Cockney. I loved it. I loved the place where I lived. It was truly, truly, if you see any of the old East End films, that was truly a way of life. Nobody had anything, but in a way, they had everything. They had what matters. They had, you know, a wonderful sense of community, wonderful sense of support. I loved it. I loved the East End when I was a child. To go back now, I don't do it because honestly, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. I don't go back to the East End. I go through London for when I'm going down to my daughter's because my daughter lives in Kent. So I have to go through London to go to Kent, but I don't go into the East End because my memories would just been so shattered going down and seeing, you know, the places that I remember, and it's just not what it was. It's not what it was, but honestly, Gina, when I was small, the East End of London was lovely. And thank you for your question. Kathy, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Kathy Restanio. Kathy, I hope I'm saying your name right. And thank you for your question, my love. Do you use any powder foundation? And if so, which ones? As a whole, I don't. I've bought a couple that I thought for review. I've tried some. If I'm going to use a powder foundation, the only one I found, well, there's two that I found that are not bad and okay on me. One is Bare Minerals, and the second one is Laura Geller's Balance and Brighten. And I've had a lot of Laura Geller's Balance and Brighten. I've bought a lot of powder foundations, but they've never worked for me. They've never worked for me because, especially now I'm older, you know, it's finding a really good one, which I haven't found yet, that doesn't go into my pores and my lines and show everything else off. So as a whole, no, I don't. If I had, I've run out now. I haven't got any Balance and Brighten, but I have repurchased that a few times. So yes, if I'm going to use one, I'd say Laura Geller's Balance and Brighten. Thank you, Kathy, so much for that question. Life with Kaz. Hello, Kaz. Hello, my darling. Kaz has been with me right from the very beginning. She has a lovely channel, a very natural lifestyle channel, and she's a shy, refined person, and she's got a very nice personality, and she's very warm, and I like Kaz very much. If you were stranded on a desert island and only could have one product, what would that be? What do you think it'd be, guys? What do you think it'd be? You're right, sunscreen. Thank you so much, Kaz. Marie Joy. Yes, Marie Joy. Hi, Maureen. Thank you for questions. Do you use anything for marionette lines or neck area? Yes, I do, but I don't use specific items, as in different creams that are meant for there. What I've done, and I will update this, I think I've done an update video, but I will do another one. I've noticed that these have been helped with my red light therapy. So I put my my cream on overnight, my nighttime creams down here. I put my eye cream on under here, and then I use the nighttime therapy, the red light therapy. And for me, I really, really like it. I'm sure it's not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, it's working. A lot of people say it doesn't work at all, red light therapy. I can only go by my experience, and it's worked better. I use it along with my creams, of course, but I found it's helping. I've still got these lines, definitely, but they are definitely working, definitely helping. And my neck area, I would say again, you've got to watch that because of weight, you know, where I've lost the weight. But I always moisturise. Whatever I put here, my face treatments come up to here. So whatever I do on my face, my hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, all my different serums, roseseed oil, everything that I'm using will come down to here. So I include all this with my face. And then I have, and I should have brought it in to show you really, I have, Marie, I have a spatula brush from Real Techniques. And when I'm putting my cream on overnight, I come up with that spatula brush. I want to get a jade roller or a rose quartz roller, but at the moment I'm using this brush, and I come up and I massage my cream in with this massage brush every single morning and night. That's how I put my cream on under my neck, like that. So that's all I use for that. But I don't buy a specific cream. I've got not a specific cream for marionette lines or neck area. I just use the creams that I use on my face. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for all your questions. Thank you for taking the time to do this. I hope you've liked it. If you ever want me to do another one, I won't do it all the time. Obviously, I don't want to bombard you with that. But every now and again, I'll do questions and answers, and I enjoy it. And thank you so much for taking that time out of your day and you know, to think of an answer and to write to me with that. Thank you so much. I'll see you again in my next video. Take care of yourselves, and you know I love you all. You know I do. You're just the best. Bye guys. Bye.